Okay, today we're going to make us a omelet. Alright, in the cup I have 3 eggs. Get that fork here. Alright, I'm going to whiz them all up. And because I like to, I'm going to add some of this to the eggs instead of salt and pepper. Alright, just a little bit. This most people, you know what I'm saying, make an omelet this way or that way or that way or this way. This is how I do it. Alright, start off. We got about 2 tablespoons or so of olive oil in the grandma's cast iron skillet. Some diced up green bell pepper and some onions right there. Alright, and some leftover hamburger meat. Alright, from dinner a couple nights ago. Alright, then you're just going to saute it lightly, just a little bit. Alright, just to soften up the vegetables. Alright, for the egg. Now, yeah, I know this is a little unconventional, but hey, this is beef brine, remember? Now, what I'm using for cheese is some Havarti that I got from Wal-Mart 2 days ago. This is leftover. I got some roast beef and this Havarti cheese to make sandwiches for me and Mom, and this was leftover. So this is what I'm going to use for cheese. Alright, so let's get set up here. Get the cheese up. These are sliced, you know, deli sliced, rather thin. There's 2 pieces of it right here. Alright, so saute it a little bit. I like to go, you can smell the aromatic of the onions right now as it's starting to go. There we go. Make it into the circle. Alright, keep it in close. Alright, now, Margaret's secret is she puts a little bit of water in with the eggs. I've always put a little bit of milk in with the eggs, but since I'm going with some olive oil here, I'm just going to use eggs. So, alright, there we go. So just pour the egg mix in, right, and just let it start to set up. I got the fire on high still. Alright, now. Everybody, like I said earlier, everybody's got their own way of making an omelet. Right, the true way to make an omelet, really. I saw this on one of them cooking shows. It was Emerald Agassi. What Emerald does is Emerald, right, pulls in like this, right, to make sure that all the egg, right, gets a solid base at the bottom and gets fairly thick. Right. Some chefs bunch it up, you understand, and flip it over. Right. And there we go. But the whole trick here is you want to get a good solid base of the eggs, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to get as much of the egg to cook as you possibly can. Right? There we go. Right? And keep it loose at the same time. See, it's starting to stick right here a little bit. If it starts to stick on you, then just bunch it up. You know what I'm saying? And piece it back together. See? There we go. Right, spin it around. Right. Find the sweet spot of the skillet. That's what I always say. This old cast iron skillet is awesome. This thing, like I said, this belonged to my grandmother, and then my mom. You know what I'm saying? And mom's, you know, and now I get to use it again. Right? You know, you see as it's cooking along. Right? The eggs and the bell pepper are continuing to, you know, to saute themselves. Right? Hey, look at that. Now, since we're here, right, and the eggs are mostly cooked, now it's time to throw in the cheese. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Woo! Man, this is going to be good. Right. Monty's over here drooling. Well, Monty doesn't know he's not getting any. Now, at this point, most people would try to fold it in half or do some crazy stuff. But a true omelet, right, it's not folded. It's open like this. Right? That's the way Julia Childs would cook it. Right? That's the way Jacques Pepin would cook it. That's the way Emeril Lagasse would cook it. Right? So that's the way Brian cooks it. Now, got me a plate right here. Right, just let it keep going. Just let it keep going. Let it keep going. Right, until the cheese is all melted. Right, oh, it looks pretty good. Let's turn the fire off since the cast iron skillet will retain the heat of it and it will continue to cook. Oh man, that looks good, doesn't it? Well, here we go. So, the trick here is sliding that baby right off onto the plate. Look at that. Right, now, there. Cheese omelet with hamburger, bell peppers, and onions using Havarti cheese. This is me, Brian, cooking in Bay's Kitchen. Thank you.